Hi, Lori Azzarella here with Reflex-OIL-ogy. Has your low back ever hurt you? Yes. Okay. There's many reasons for low back pain or discomfort. Let's say a lot of times it is from your vertebrae are out of alignment, or they have a subluxation in them. Sometimes people will come to me and say they have a herniated disc or a degenerated disc. And, that's part, a lot of times degenerated discs are just part of growing old. Okay. So you have to take care of what you have in order to avoid a lot of these things. We don't want your low back to hurt. So doing what we're going to share today on a regular basis will help keep those low back aches and pains away. A lot of times our backs can hurt us just simply from muscle strain or from twisting the wrong way. But there's also another consideration of our emotional aspect. If you're not feeling supported well, emotionally or financially, the low back is what connects us from heaven to earth, right? And the sacrum is our sacred connection as we sit on the earth. So if the energy is not flowing, if we're not feeling safe, if we're not feeling secure, it can often show up in low back pain. So let's use some essential oils. What essential oils would be great for low back pain? Well, look at nature. What plant or tree makes you think of something that's tall and straight? Okay. Well, I think right away of the conifer trees, those tall evergreen trees, right, that go all the way up to heaven and come down and are rooted right into the earth. These trees will withstand cold and drought and wind, and they wave and they bend with all the trials, right, that are thrown their way. And that's what we want for our backs. Our backs are our main support. They connect us from heaven to earth. And we want to be able to sway with life's challenges and not break. So think about oils like black spruce, balsam fir, pine. There's a lot of talk now about pine needle tea, and so pine oils. The oils are in the evergreen pine needles. That's where the oil goes, and particularly in the cold weather, they go up to keep the tree alive. It's like their blood, right? It keeps them. It goes all the way down to the fingertips of the tree branches. Also, for emotional support, you may want to think about Palo Santo or frankincense oils. Those are also trees that have dealt with a lot of twists and turns in their lives, like juniper, and still they provide strength and fortitude in all things that come their way. You may sometimes our muscles just ache in our low back from muscle strain, from twisting, from lifting, from taking on too much burden. So think about oils that are going to soothe the muscles. Basil. Basil is such a great oil, and who doesn't love basil? It's just, it's a great herb. Marjoram is also very relaxing. Helichrysum is another one that can help with the blood flow to the muscles that are tight. Cypress is a great. It's also an evergreen tree, but it provides a lot of flow, right? I always think of cypress in terms of water, because it can help balance water issues when it's planted. Sometimes our low backs are inflamed. We can be angry. Those nerves coming down and even getting into our butt, right? That sciatic nerve coming down. Nerves are our communication in our body. So when we have inflamed nerve, it means our communication is not going well in our body. So let's get some cooling oils. Peppermint, wintergreen, spearmint, camphor, copaiba, even oregano. Oregano is a great anti-inflammatory oil, and I think of oregano sort of like garlic. Hang the garlic around to protect you from all the bad stuff out there. And so garlic, but oregano is one of those oils. It is anti-inflammatory, but a great protector from all things that you don't want in your body. Remember though, oregano oil it's a hot oil. So be very, very, very careful with that. So when you use it, you either want to use it on less sensitive tissue, or you want to make sure that you dilute it. Okay. But it's safe on the feet, because when we go on to the feet, let me just show you where you're going to be working on the feet. So when we have the spine reflex is going to be on the big toe side coming down. And when you're at the heel, this is going to be your coccyx and sacrum. And there's going to be a little dip, as you'll see. There's going to be a little indentation here. And all this tissue here, right in this area, is going to be the muscles of the low back, the nerves of the low back, the vertebrae of the low back. Kind of, you can almost go all the way up to your ankle bone, and you'll feel this, all this tissue that's in here. So this is where you're going to want to, I would say, anoint your foot first there, and then go ahead and work it. And remember, you can layer your essential oils. So I just want to show you the bones here. I just want to show it on me because it's easier to see against black. But this is where, when you come onto the big toe side, this is your big toe. Okay, these are the bones of your big toe, and these are your little toes. And when you follow this down, this is the spinal reflex. And when you come all the way down, this is coming all the way down to what we call the calcaneus bone. And this is the little indentation I'm talking about right there, where it indents. And here you're going to feel all this tissue in this area here. And this is what you're going to want to work for the lower back of the spine. So low back issues, as they come up from the sacrum, this is going to be the top of the sacrum. You'll feel this little dip in here on yourself. So you can press in with your thumb and pull over. If you have nails, use the side of your thumb here and pull over this way. You can continue walking and you'll feel, ooh, it feels so good. Oh, there's like a lot of tissue in this area here. And this has a lot to do with your low back muscles. It has a lot to do with your distension of your abdomen, because reflexes are three-dimensional. So you can walk across this way. It has a lot to do with your elimination, okay, or your lower abdomen, anything in that area, whether it be bladder or uterus, prostate. So if you grab and you're pulling in as you press, it really, really helps. And since you're in control, you can control the pressure here.